Bhargavi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, I made you the host, Mataji, and I went live also, Mataji. You can take from here, no, Mataji.
Sure Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranams. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranam.
Pranams Prabhuji. Pranams. Hare Krishna Krishnamurti Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji.
Nothing Prabhuji. I wanted you to start with the Kirtan, but Sindhu Mataji is here today. So if you can start with small Kirtan.
One second. Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mahamantra. ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಹೇಳ Hare Krishna Mataji.
Pranams Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಸಾಕು ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳ ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಾತಾಜಿ.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you Mataji. Hari Bol.
ಹರಿ ಬೋಲ್ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಸಾಕ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
You want to continue, Mataji?
I think we are good, Prabhuji. We are 9 of us, and Prabhuji is also waiting for us.
Then you can start.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I think we are good to start, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna,
much.
Prabhuji.
So let's start. Thunder to all devotees. Let's share the screen. Mataji, am I a host? I think I can share.
Yes, Prabhuji, you can share, Prabhuji.
Yes. Hare Krishna. So here we go 2.6.1 to 2.6.6. Yes. Want to read? Go ahead. Amazing. We will just chant a small prayer. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshanyavadi Pashat Deshidharine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravata Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Yes, we can start. So who can go ahead and read?
Sindhu Mataji, can you please start with the verse and
Yes, Mataji.
translation?
Sure. Sure, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Pranam Shivji. This will be 2.6.1. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Brahma Uvacha Vacham Vaknirmukam Kshetram Chandasham Shaptadhatavaha Havya Kavyamritananam Jiva Sarvarasasya Cha. Translation purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Yes, Mataji.
Lord Brahma said, the mouth of the Virat Purusha, the universal form of the Lord, the generating center of the voice and the controlling deity is fire. His skin and 6 other layers are the generating centers of the Vedic hymns, and his tongue is the productive center of different foodstuffs and delicacies for offering to the demigods, the forefathers, and the general mass of people. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Vrishabhanu Mataji, can you please read the purport, please?
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The opulence of the universal form of the Lord are described herein. It is said that his mouth is the generating center of all kinds of voice, and its controlling deity is the fire demigod, and his skin and other 6 layers of bodily construction are the representative generating center of the 7 kinds of Vedic hymns, like the Gayatri. Gayatri is the beginning of all Vedic mantras, and it is explained in the first volume of Srimad Bhagavatam. Since the generating center are the different parts of the universal form of the Lord, and since the form of the Lord is the transcendental to the material.
Sorry.
To the
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Prabhuji. Transcendental to the material creation, it is to be understood that the voice, the tongue, the skin, etc., suggest that the Lord, in his transcendental form, is not without them. The material voice or the energy of taking in foodstuff is generated originally from the Lord. Such actions are but perverted reflection of the original reservoirs. The transcendental restitution is not without spiritual variegatedness. In the spiritual world, um, all the perverted forms of material variegatedness fully are fully represented in their original spiritual identity. The only difference is that material activities are contaminated by the three modes of material nature, whereas the potencies in the spiritual world are all pure because they are engaged in the uh, unalloyed transcendental loving service of the Lord. In the spiritual world, the Lord is the sublime enjoyer of everything, and the living entities there are all engaged in His transcendental loving service without any contaminated of the modes of material nature. The activities in the spiritual world are without any of the difficulties of the material world, but there is no question of impersonal voidness on the spiritual platform as suggested by the impersonalities devotional service
Hare
is with,
Krishna Mata. Mataji, we stop here.
yes.
Yes.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Shila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
So very nicely Prabhupada is mentioning. So if you look at Prabhupada's lecture, Prabhupada is very nicely emphasis on a personal form of Lord. You hear any of Prabhupada lecture, Prabhupada always come, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. The people who say there's a impersonal Brahman, they are fools. Prabhupada is very, very heavy. Here Prabhupada lecture is so heavy. That is very, very important. Like so here Prabhupada is mentioning like Krishna, showed the Virat Roop, correct? And after seeing the Virat Roop, Arjuna could realize the potency of Lord, and then he could appreciate the magnanimity of Krishna, the over expansive nature of Krishna, and he could understand that yes, Lord Krishna has everything in him. Yes. So in we say चमत्कार के बिना नमस्कार नहीं होता है. So that is sometimes we need to show the power. So Lord never shows the power, but he also has to exhibit the Vishwaroop. Correct? So if you just imagine that, everybody could imagine the Vishwaroop form given in Bhagavad Gita. Correct? You can just try to imagine the Krishna and Arjuna is just standing and Krishna is showing him a Virat Roop and this very magnanimous Virat Roop, and you can see there like the even in that, if you just contemplate on that particular picture of Virat Roop, the main center is the fire. Correct? Can you see that? Everybody is able to remember there are thousands of mouth, and in center you can see that fire is coming up. And there Krishna gave a confidence to Arjun that, and Arjuna could see that everybody is going inside that mouth, correct? And they said, they're already dead. I am already there. I already defeated everybody. But I want you to be the element or you to be the instrument. Correct? Everybody is able to realize and visualize that Vishwaroop form. I am audible, correct? Audible?
Yes,
Want to
Prabhuji.
check out?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
Yeah. So you can see the Prabhupada mentions the same thing. The universal form is described. So his mouth and controlling deities, fire demigod, and he got his skin and 6 layers of bodily construction. So here Prabhupada mentioned that everything basically originates from Lord. The voice and the energy of taking in footstep. So we think we are doing it, correct? We think I am able to digest it. Yes. But just imagine that you can eat the foodstuff, but if your fire is not well, correct? If you have an indigestion, then you are not able to digest it. Correct? I'm
Yes.
sure everybody has this experience, correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I say I'm a controller, but then I realize when I'm acidity, When I'm not able to digest, I realize that I am not a controller. Correct?
Yes.
So every place you have to depend on Krishna. Yes. I can say everything is going so nice. So it goes nice until my heart is working nicely.
Aham
And if
Vaishwanaro Bhutva.
correct. If somebody says I am a controller, then you can see a person just one heart attack and person is gone. So we see every point of time it is controlled by Lord. Yes. So giving an example of this universal form, Prabhupada is very nicely mentioning that everything has generated originally from the Lord. So people may not be able to appreciate Lord directly, but when you tell them that yes, this is the way everything is controlled, it says that somebody people take it granted, but then if people take air granted, then let people remember the COVID and let them understand what is the value of one breath. Correct? When people are not able to breathe. So then it is very easy to make them understand that we are all dependent. And Lord is there who is supplying everything very freely. Correct? So now one more point Prabhupada mentioned that such actions are perverted reflection of original reservoirs. So Prabhupada is making very, very distinct about material variegatedness and spiritual variegatedness. So Prabhupada always make because I have a form because my father has a form. Correct? My father has a form because his father has a form. And if you just go up, so our ultimate father has to have form. Otherwise, how does I have a form? Correct? The point I can pursue my form, it means it implies that my father has a form. Correct? So it's very, very wonderful to see that Lord is a person. So Prabhupada is very, very empathetic in this particular point. And why Prabhupada is empathetic in this particular point that Lord is a form? Correct? Whereas everybody, 99% of spiritualists in India are impersonalist. Correct? Final they say Aham Brahmasmi. And then what does that mean? I am that. I am that. Correct? I am that person. Like we know there's a story of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This Ramdas, he came with, I don't know, devotee, I think. Nityanand Prabhu, he came and he was serving him. So Mahaprabhu even did not look at this the person to your chanting name of Lord Ram. So devotees are same that amazed that how Mahaprabhu could so affectionate with other devotees, but then this particular devotee he joined them in between. But Prabhupada could know, Mahaprabhu could know the intention. You know that what he's thinking? Yes, one day I want to become him. I want to become God. That is the last snare of mine. Very, very difficult. Correct? Please try to understand the point we came to this material world. We're all in spiritual world, correct? Why we came here? Yes, because we become jealous.
We have
Yes,
forgotten Supreme Lord. We have came here to enjoy ourselves in
yeah,
material
correct.
world
We were das, but we want to become boss. Correct?
instead
Lord
of.
say, boss here is only one boss. There cannot be multiple bosses. Only one boss. Correct? You want to become boss? I have this place. So go there and enjoy. So we have come here and we are trying to become boss. Forgetting that we are das. And all problems are there because of that. That's why Prahlad Maharaj says, if you want to be happy, anybody remembers what he says? If you want to be happy, Prahlad Maharaj, 6th canto, very wonderful. He says, if you want to be happy, stop trying to be happy. Yes? Very wonderful sutra. If you want to be happy, stop trying to be happy. So we are trying to be happy with all possession what we have. Correct? People want to be happy. And happiness stays until there are happiness in different things. Happiness stays until you get that thing. Yes? Like for example, you see a car. So you say, oh wow, what a beautiful BMW. If I have money, I would have had that. Yes? So that happiness stays until you had a BMW. Once you have the BMW, so by the way, if you know, BMW costs 3 CR, correct? More than 2 CR. So it's very costly car. So if you have the car, then once your happiness stops, the point it just stays the one day, and from next day, what start is anxiety. Yes, anxiety of somebody doing something with the car, somebody stealing the car, people are plotting to do a lot of things, correct? So that's why Prabhupada said it's contaminated. There's a material variegatedness, but it is contaminated. Yes, with the egoistic mentality or the mentality of trying to lord it over. Correct? And same variegatedness is there in a spiritual world, but what is the speciality of that? It is unalloyed transcendental loving service of Lord. Yes, it is very important. Nowadays, you see lot of serials, other thing. If you see anything, now people are trying to emphasize that the money is not important. What is important is loving relationship. Yes, though people think money is important. They think money is only important. Yes, like uh, Gaurav says, people are so poor, so poor, so poor that what they have only is money. You get it? People in the world are so poor that only they have is money. They don't have anything else. They just have money. Yes. And one contrary to this, Radhanath Swami Maharaj says, like how rich you are, just drop a tear and see how many come to collect that tear. So it's very important how many loving people you have. That is a real strength. That is the real happiness in the world. Correct? So very nicely Prabhupada is mentioning here regarding material and spiritual nature of the world. Material nature has all contamination because here we are trying to enjoy for ourselves. And in spiritual, we try to give enjoyment to Krishna. So we enjoy when you give happiness to Krishna. It's very simple. And very nicely, Prabhupada mentioned there is no question of impersonal voidness on a spiritual platform. Just hearing one of Prabhupada lecture, Prabhupada says it's so difficult. It is so difficult to stay even in material world if you just think of you are alone and you don't have any relatives, nobody, and you are alone just going to office and coming back. How the life would be? Without relationship, life would be void. And people at a highest level, they want to merge into that impersonal Brahman and they say that is supreme. So material it is so disturbing. How spiritually you could be happy. So it's very, very important. And Prabhupada mentions there that impersonal way of life is very, very difficult. Very difficult. Because there is no relationship. There is no reciprocation. And you cannot stay without reciprocation. Correct? Hare Krishna. Yeah, we can go ahead. Somebody can read the next one.
Krishnamurti Prabhuji, please.
Devotional service.
Hare Krishna
Starting
Prabhuji,
from
Dandavat Pranam
yes,
Prabhuji.
Nanda Prabhuji, we can start from
Devotion, purport पे ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत प्रभुपाद की जय. Devotional service is defined in the Narada Pancharatra as follows. सर्वपादि विनिर्मुक्तानां तत्पर्वतेन निर्मलं ऋषिकेश सेवनं भक्तिर उच्यते.
they.
Originally, since all the senses are produced of the Lord's reservoir of senses, the essential activities of the material world are to be purified by the process of devotional service. And thus, the perfection of life can be attained simply by purifying the present position of our material activities. And the purifying process begins from the stage of being liberated from the conception of different designations. Every living entity is engaged in some sort of service, either for the self or for the family or for the society, country, etc. But unfortunately, All such services are rendered due to material attachment. The attachments of the material affinity may be simply changed to the service of the Lord, and thus the treatment of being freed from material attachment begins automatically. The process of liberation is therefore easier through devotional service than by any other methods. For in the Bhagavad Gita 12.5, it is said that one is subjected to various kinds of tribulations if one is impersonally attached. क्लेशोदि कतरस्तेषाम अव्यक्ता सक्ता चेतसाम. हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी, दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभुजी.
Hare Krishna, so wonderful. Prabhupada is giving the essence of bhakti in this. Correct? So everybody is working. Engage in something. You cannot stay without engagement. So this is even materially, we cannot stay without engagement. People who have a lot of money, they say they just want to, they don't have any work, but they are engaged serving their own senses. Correct? So everybody has to engage either. So first category is for self or for family or for society or for country. Yes. So even materially, as you go from self to family to society to country, it's glorified. Yes. But then all such services are rendered due to material attachment. So Prabhupada says how to give up that material attachment. So very easy. I just want to give up attachment. It's very difficult to give up attachment just by negating it. Yes. But it is very easy if you just replace it with a spiritual engagement. Yes. So like we have, so Prabhupada has given the full system. If you look at our temples, yes, we have beautiful deities. So now it is very natural for someone to look at a beautiful form of a person. Correct? Or a man want to have a look at a beautiful form of a lady, and same vice versa. But the problem here is when you engage that way, like we know the story of Shivaji Maharaj, when a very beautiful lady was presented to him. So he said that, oh mother, it could have been better if I had born to you, I would have been very beautiful. So that is our culture. But I'm not talking about myself. It's very difficult when you see opposite sex, beautiful lady, you see it as a way of enjoyment. Correct? You want to enjoy. And same with the ladies. But now when you look at the deities, now that propensity of looking at a beautiful person is fulfilled. But what is the effect? Initially, when you look at the opposite sex, your mind is become disturbed and it become contaminated. Yes. Now same thing, you take Lord Krishna and Radha. Now Radha and Krishna are the most beautiful couple in the whole universe. When you look at them, when you look at Radha Shama Sundar, they are so beautiful that your desire of seeing a beautiful person is fulfilled. But then the effect is your mind is purified and it becomes shan, it becomes calm. Yes. So Prabhupada is so wonderful. He has put up all the objects where people find the enjoyment in, and it is spiritualized. Correct? Now people want to have listen to nice music. Now same thing, if you have material music, your mind will remember. If you remember the old songs, your mind will go 40 years back. Yes. And all the things what you have done, that will be remembered. But now a same thing is replaced with Hare Krishna Kirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And this mantra is so beautiful. You can put this mantra into any of the melodies, into thousands of melodies. Yes, same desire. It is fulfilled through music of Hare Krishna. The effect is mind is purified and it is calm. People want to eat. So we have a replacement prasad. This time in Kartik Yatra with Rishikesh Sadhana Swami Maharaj, we have made 3,500 items for Giriraj Govardhan on Govardhan Puja. How many items? 3,500 items. That is the variety we have. And everybody agrees that after coming to ISKCON, we are eating much more variety free of charge that before, correct? Outside people cannot afford to have such a variety, even they want to. Agree? I'm sure. So everybody has the experience. So we can see everything becomes. But what to do? We have to just put Krishna. Yes, and it is very practical method. Prabhupada has made anyway. We have to see people. Anyway, we have to eat thing. We want to talk to people. Correct. We want to do some activity. But same thing. If you make Krishna as a center, then the same activity becomes more enjoyable. Yes. Agree? I'm sure everybody agrees with this. So what Prabhupada says, you need not to take out anything, you have to just add one.
Krishna.
So let's say I have 7
Yes.
zeros. What
Yes,
would be
Prabhuji.
the value of the 7 zeros? Krishnamurti Prabhu?
0 only.
0. Now just put 1 before that 7 zeros. What is the value now?
10
1 crore.
lakhs.
1 CR Prabhu.
1 crore.
7 zero is 1 CR. So we can just, so Prabhupada say just put that 1. You can add zeros as you want. But just you have zeros without Krishna, your life become big void. But you just put 1, then you may have 1 0 or 7 0 or 100 zeros. Your life become that fold more valuable.
Yes.
So we have devotees, we have 1 0, we have devotees, we have many zeros, and everybody is dancing together. We don't know who is dancing next to us when we dance in Kirtan. So it's
Yes.
so wonderful. So the method Prabhupada has given is so wonderful. So we have to just add 1. Correct? So it's very difficult to tell people leave everything. So we should tell don't leave anything, just add 1, just add Krishna to your life. And everything will. So then when people say take, the people are happy. Yes, yes. So if you say give something is very difficult, but when you say take 1,
They were
then they are
fully
very
happy.
happy. Yes. So we have to, and that is very amazing way. We have to just add Krishna. As our life has become blissful, everybody's life will become blissful. Hare Krishna. Let's go to next verse. Yes, somebody can please read.
Padma Mataji, can you please read the text and translation, Mataji?
Verse and translation, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
okay. Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Sarva,
Mataji. Yeah, you want to read,
Sarva
Mataji?
Sunam,
Yeah, please.
Sarva Sunam cha Vayoscha, Tannase Paramayane, Ashvino Oshadinam cha, Grano Moda Pramodayo. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The 2 nostrils are generating centers of our breathing and of all other airs. His smelling powers generate the Ashwini Kumara, demigods, and all kinds of medical herbs. And his breathing energies produce different kinds of fragrance. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So wonderful. Can you see the activities of Lord? What our nostril produce nothing. So Lord center of breathing and all the airs, his smelling power generate the Ashwini Kumar demigods and all the medicine herb. And his breathing energy is produces different kinds of fragrances. So Lord is so wonderful. So we can appreciate every activity of Lord by just glorifying. So whole purpose of the science is, last time we were discussing, the whole modern technology was developed by the missionaries, Christian missionaries, are just trying to appreciate Lord. But unfortunately, that has been used in different way. But that was the main purpose. We appreciate that how beautiful Lord is. Yes. Yeah, please go ahead. Next. Somebody can read 2.6.
Dhanashri Mataji, can you please read the text and the translation?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam. Rupanam tejasam chakshur suryasya chakshini karnau disham cha tirthanam shrotramakasha shabdayoho. Hare Krishna. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ji ki jai. His eyes are the generating centers of all kinds of forms and they glitter and illuminate. His eyeballs are like the sun and the heavenly planets. His ears hear from all sides and are receptacles for all the Vedas. And his sense of hearing is the generating center of the sky and of all kinds of sound. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji Mataji.
Can you also read the purport, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Purport. The word Tirthanam is sometimes interpreted to mean the places of pilgrimage, but Sri Jiva Goswami says that it means the reception of the Vedic transcendental knowledge. The propounders of the Vedic knowledge are also known as the Tirthas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So one more way of understanding and glorify Lord. His eyes are center of all kind of form and they glitter and illuminate. So it is said that the sun and moon are eyes of Krishna, Lord Vishnu, correct? And we are only able to see the two sun and moon, not the full body, correct? So somebody can say why it is so, why you are not able to see the whole form of Lord. Yes? Somebody would like to speak on this? So we have when we go to movies, correct? So when you are sitting in a darkness, what can I see? Can you see the darkness outside? You will only see the light, correct? So because we are in a darkness, we are only able to see the sun and moon, which are the eyes of Krishna. And his eyeballs are like sun and heavenly planets. His ear hears from all sides and are receptible from all the Vedas, and his sense of hearing is generating center from sky and all kinds of sound. So we say that we can't hide anything, correct? The directions, the sky, through which every of our action is recorded. Yes? So because Lord is all pervading, yes, it shows that Lord is all pervading and you cannot escape from Lord. Yes, everywhere He is seeing us. So when you are conscious of that, and because in Indian Vedic culture, we are very, very profound with this knowledge that yes, everywhere Lord is seeing us, that we can't do anything wrong. But now because we have kicked Lord out of our life, we can see people have no fear of doing wrong. Yes, they say I can do it inside the room, not knowing that Lord is all pervading and everything is so that's what the power of a Vedic culture. When you read Srimad Bhagavatam, we understand that Lord is everywhere. He hears from all sides, acceptable of from all Vedas and everybody, like the sky and all kind of sound. So He is pervading everywhere. You cannot escape Lord anywhere. So this is a very wonderful concept. When you understand this, then it's very natural that we always see that I cannot do bad because Lord is there and He's recording and He's seeing me. How can I do something bad when Lord is there in front of me? It's very, very subtle concept. So that's why the Vedic knowledge is very, very important. So when people understand, it's very natural that Prabhupada says if everybody become devotee, the life, the whole world become a peaceful place because then everybody understand that Lord is there and I cannot do anything bad. And He is the father of everybody and everybody is their sons and daughters. So there is a real true humanitarianism which will help the world. Hare Krishna. Let's go to next one.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I'll read this fourth one.
Yes, please, Mother.
Tadgatram vastu sharanam saubhagyasya cha bhajanam tvak asya sparsha vayoscha sarvamedasya chaivahi. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ji ki jai. His bodily surface is the breeding ground for the active principles of everything and for all kinds of auspicious opportunities. His skin, like the moving air, is the generating center for all kinds of sense of touch and is the place for performing all kinds of sacrifice. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ji ki jai. The air is the moving agent of all the planets, and as such, the generating centers for promotion to the deserving planets. The sacrifices are his bodily surface and are naturally the origin of all auspicious opportunities. Pranams Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So very wonderful. So Prabhupada is mentioning about, so it's very, very subtle. Everything we understand everything is coming from Krishna. Like all kind of auspicious opportunities, and especially the air. Air is a moving element, agent of all the planets, and we understand how subtle it is, how important the air is. So we can see a usefulness of air and everything. And it is also helping for all sacrifice. So here we are trying to see all expansive nature of Lord, trying to appreciate the creation of Lord and how He is personally manifesting and helping us to do all the things what you want to do. So it is naturally the origin of all auspicious opportunities. So understand that Lord has made all arrangement. He is so wonderful, caring Father. Yes. Purnavidam Purno. So Ishavashidam Tam Sarvam. So Lord has arranged everything. He has arranged the air, He has arranged the sun, He has arranged the earth to do everything. Correct? And He has done it so perfectly. Everything is so perfect, complete. Yes. Only thing, we are not able to comprehend the completeness of complete. So problems are there because we are always incomplete because of our incomplete in expansive desire. Whereas Lord, what has given is it's a complete. Yes. So everything is there, but we think for that everybody's greed, you can have everybody's need fulfilled, but one man's greed cannot be fulfilled. So that's what. So once we understand that completeness of Lord, we'll be grateful to Lord and we'll be able to appreciate. And that's why being grateful is the most best virtue to a very peaceful life. Yes. Ungrateful people cannot be peaceful. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Please go ahead. Next, we can read, please.
Archana Mataji, are you available, Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Pranas Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Ramanudbhija jadenam yairva yajnastu sambradaha keshasmashru nadanyasya shilaloha vidyutam. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The hairs on his body are the cause of all vegetation, particularly of those trees which are required as ingredients for sacrifice. The hairs on his head and face are reservoirs for the clouds, and his nails are the breeding ground of electricity, stones, and iron ores. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. The polished nails of the Lord generate electricity, and the clouds rest on the hairs of his head. One can therefore collect all sorts of necessities of life from the person of the Lord, and therefore the Vedas affirm that everything that is produced is caused by the Lord. The Lord is the supreme cause of all causes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So it is not a symbolic. So when Prabhupada say it is actually coming from Lord. Yes. So all vegetations, all the trees. Now it is specially mentioned about ingredient of sacrifice because sacrifice is very, very important to please the Lord. And when Lord please, then we have all the necessities provided. So that's why in Vedic culture, sacrifice is a very, very important part. Yes, because we very nicely understand that our pleasure depends on pleasing Lord. Yes, whereas now in material world, I don't worry about the Lord. I want to please myself. Only myself, not even people don't even think even of family. Just want to please myself. I just want to enjoy. And that's the problem. Correct? The hairs on his head and face are reservoir of for clouds, and nails are breeding grounds for electricity and stone and iron. So Prabhupada is mentioning here that everything is caused by Lord. So we have to understand this. Now, why it is condemned, why we want to always think, not thinking, it is that it is coming from Lord, because that is the way we can remain happy. Okay, just uh, give one example. Like once all the organs of body they went on a strike. They say, what is this stomach do? This guy just sitting and eating every day, correct? And we are the one who are working very, very hard, the hand and legs, eyes and the mouth and everything. We are working so hard to get things and then prepare the food and then put the food. And this guy is not doing anything, just sitting and eating. So what they did, they decided they went on a strike. They say, no, nothing doing. From tomorrow, nothing will be put in a stomach. We'll enjoy ourselves. So imagine there's a samosa and the hand wants to enjoy samosa. Sometime on this hand, sometime in this hand. Correct? So after how much time a hand would be able to enjoy samosa? Yes? Somebody can comment on this?
Short while.
Yes, maybe 1 year, 2 year, 2 hours, 4 hours. What to speak of if I want to enjoy samosa? If eyes want to enjoy samosa, what will happen? It will enjoy itself. Correct? So after everybody trying to enjoy, they realize, oh, we are becoming weak. Then they came to senses that let's put it into a stomach. This guy is not doing anything, but he is doing everything. Correct? Once you put everything into a stomach, this guy digests it and give energy to all the parts of body. Very simple to understand. So the Vedic culture understand that Lord is a center. If you try to satisfy Lord, everybody will be satisfied. As just by feeling a belly, all the organs of body will get a nutrient. Correct? Wonderful. So we can relate to this. That's why the way whole Vedic culture, the Bhagavatam mentions that Krishna is the center. That is not an impulse, it's a personal center. He is the one Lord. Once you please Lord, Lord will please everybody because he is sitting in Paramatma in everybody's heart. So he will be able to fully satisfy because that relationship is most important relationship which is required. Yes? Hare Krishna. We'll go to next. Yeah, somebody can please read. Oh,
Sudha Mataji, are you there, Mataji? Are you available to read, Mataji? Navkishori
Hare Krishna,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, I'll try to read from the screen. One second. Bahavo lokapalānaṁ prayakshah kshemakармаणाम्. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Lord's arms are the productive fields for the great demigods and other leaders of the living entities who protect the general mass. Do you want me to read the purport also? Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. This important verse of Srimad Bhagavatam is corroborated and nicely explained in the Bhagavad Gita 10.41 and 42 as follows.
Yes, ma'am. You can read a purport. Yeah. Go ahead with the purport. There are
many powerful kings, leaders, learned scholars, scientists, artists, engineers, inventors, excavators, archaeologists, industrialists, politicians, economists, business magnates, and many more powerful deities or demigods like Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Chandra, Surya, Varuna, and Marut, who are all protecting the interests of the universal affairs of maintenance in different positions, and all of them are different powerful parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is the father of all living entities who are placed in different high and low positions according to their desires or aspirations. Some of them, as particularly mentioned above, are specifically endowed with powers by the will of the Lord. A sane person must know for certain that a living being, however powerful he may be, is neither absolute nor independent. All living beings must accept the origin of their specific power as mentioned in this verse. And if they act accordingly, they simply by discharging their respective occupational duties, they can achieve the highest perfection of life, namely eternal life, complete knowledge, and inexhaustible blessings. As long as the powerful men of the world do not accept the origin of their respective powers, namely I got lost.
namely personality of God.
Namely, the personality of Godhead, the actions of Maya illusion will continue to act. The actions of Maya are such that a powerful person, misled by the illusory material energy, wrongly accepts himself as all in all and does not develop God consciousness. As such, the false sense of egoism, namely myself and mine, has become overly prominent in the world, and there is a hard struggle for existence in human society. The intelligent class of men, therefore, must admit the Lord as the ultimate source of all energies and thus pay tribute to the Lord for his good blessings. Simply by accepting the Lord as the supreme proprietor of everything, since he is actually so, one can achieve the highest perfection of life. Whatever a person may be, in the estimation of the social order of things, if a person tries to reciprocate a feeling of love towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead and is satisfied with the blessings of the Lord, he will at once feel the highest peace of mind for which he is hankering life after life. Peace of mind, or in other words, the healthy state of mind, can be achieved only when the mind is situated in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. The parts and parcels of the Lord are endowed with specific powers for rendering service unto the Lord, just as the big business magnate sons are empowered with specific powers of administration. The obedient son of the father never goes against the will of the father and therefore passes life very peacefully in concurrence with the head of the family, the father. Similarly, the Lord being the Father, all living beings should fully and satisfactorily discharge the duty and will of the Father as faithful sons. This very mentality will at once bring peace and prosperity to human society. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna,
much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Very, very wonderful purport. So Prabhupada is mentioning everybody, they should try to, first, they should understand that Lord is there and He is a supreme, like the previous one we have mentioned. You will once feel the highest peace of mind, is hankering for life after life. When, if a person tries to reciprocate a feeling toward the Supreme Personality of God. This is very, very important. I'll end with this. So how this is very, very important. Why Prabhupada is saying that the only way to be happy is by feeling the love towards Supreme Personality of Godhead, because that is the one, only one who can fully reciprocate and satisfy with living entity. So small example I just give. Let's say tomorrow I have my birthday and I invite everybody, correct? We say let's go to Govinda's. We have the Govinda restaurant. So we have Chappan Bhoga. Yes. So need not to worry about the payment. You just come and eat whatever you want. Yes. So everybody is happy, correct? We have fasted. Ekadashi was there. So we small, very small thing we broke, and everybody is waiting for the dinner feast. And we see a menu, correct? So when we start, let's say there are 100 items available in the menu. How many you want to eat? Krishnamurti Prabhu? When you start with, so no charges to be paid. Prabhu is there?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we want to eat all 100, correct?
Oh.
At least little.
Yes, Prabhu. We
Yes,
can taste.
yes.
Taste.
Yeah, miss, nothing to worry. We have to just go and sleep. Yes,
Yes.
and everything is free.
Yes.
So desire, we start with a desire of 100, but when you start eating it,
Yes.
yes, you start testing 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40,
Yeah. We can't.
and then
Mm.
they say enough. So if I say you have to finish, otherwise give a bill. You say, Prabhuji, I'll give you the bill, but I cannot go beyond 40. So that is the exact situation with anything you do in life. You cannot eat. If you eat, you will have a problem. You cannot sleep more than 8 to 10 hours. If you sleep, you have a problem. Yes.
Yes.
Having a physical union, a pigeon can have 70 times a day. If human tries to do, you will have Ram Nam Satai within a week. So anything, all desire what we have in a human birth, it will always have a limitation because the body has a limitation.
Yeah.
So anything you don't do, any pleasure you take in this world, it has a limitation because the body has a limitation. That's why anything you enjoy in this world, you cannot be happy. Very clear?
Yes.
But now, when we try to have a relation with Lord, one side there is a law, there is a soul, correct? And other side there is Lord. So Lord is a full of pleasure, is an ocean of pleasure. So how much is the ocean? So how much water you take, there is no depletion in ocean, correct? And on a level of soul, how much you can take, there is no limitation of taking. So both the side, there is no limitation. Are you able to see it? When you look at an object on a material level, both the side is a limitation. Husband, wife, the body has a limitation. the foodstuff and a body is a limitation. So anything you take on a material level is a limitation. That's why anything you do materially, it will always have a problem. It will always have a dissatisfaction. And only when you have a relation with Lord, where both the side there is no limitation, first is a purity, and there is no limitation, there is unlimited happiness. Correct? And that's why Prabhupada says a person tries to reciprocate a feeling of love towards Supreme Personality of God. Very important. Towards Supreme Personality of Godhead. When both the side there is unlimited happiness, and that platform you can get a happiness which cannot be compared with a material happiness. Yes. So very, very important. So we are very fortunate to be with Prabhupada. The Prabhupada is emphasizing on a personality of Godhead, trying to give us an expansive nature, and we are trying to understand everybody has come from Lord, which gives us confidence. And when we relate to Krishna, first we should understand that my father is so capable, he can take care of anything. And I am a son. I have such a big father. Then that confidence. And secondly, the reciprocation with Lord, which cannot be compared. That's why when Prabhupada went to US, when the devotees they were really trying to enjoy materially so hard, but they were doing it at wrong place. The body has a limitation. So when they transcended with the reciprocation of Lord, they could get a happiness which was much, 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 much higher, which could not be compared with material happiness. They could leave everything and follow Indian culture. That's why Prabhupada says, my white elephants, when everybody came, everybody was so happy just seeing them. Yes, Hare Krishna. So we are so much grateful, and I am so much grateful to all devotees who give me opportunity to speak and revisit Prabhupada words. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Mataji, can I
Hare
please
Krishna,
take a leave?
Prabhuji.
We just have another engagement, 9 o'clock.
Thank you,
You have
Prabhuji. Hare
something?
Krishna.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna, Prabhuji, Danda Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Dandavad.
Hare
What?
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandavat
Thank you,
pranam.
Prabhuji, for the Vegetarian class.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji left.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Today, coincidentally, today's quote, not December 2 quote by of Srila Prabhupada is, Krishna is the root of everything. If he is pleased, everyone will be pleased. If you pour water on the root, the water will be distributed all over the tree. This is the best service to humanity. This is like so appropriate for today's class. Also, we learned this only. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.